Hi, I'm Dustin Abbott. Now, typically when I go to shoot a wedding or an event and I am shooting with multiple cameras, as I've reviewed before, I'm typically wearing a harness of some kind to help to hold that gear. And in many ways, I think that if you're carrying really heavy stuff, a harness system is the best way to go. That being said, a lot of people are not interested in showing up look like they're wearing a flak vest. And so as a byproduct of that, today I'm reviewing an alternative way to carry a couple of cameras in a much more stylish fashion. And so if you're into the look, well, this strap system, dual strap system from Moon, it may just be the way that you want to go. Moon is a European country, actually based in Latvia, and their straps are made of genuine leather. Very nice materials, obviously. Everything is leather and metal on this. But they're also designed in such a way to where you have easy access to not just one, but if you go with the dual strap system, as I'm demonstrating here, but two different cameras that you can have mounted on there in a way. As it slides up and down on the leather strap, you have easy access to shooting with either camera. And also it does a surprisingly good job of distributing the weight. Now, as I noted before, if you're carrying a big, massive telephoto, probably you don't want that kind of weighing you down. And so I think that harness systems are still the best for that. But of course, most people are not carrying two cameras with massive telephotos on them. They're using something more moderately sized like what I'm demonstrating here, Sony a7R III. On this side, I've got a Fuji X-T3. By the way, on that note, I have thrown telephotos on cameras and put them on the strap system, and I'm actually surprised by how well the weight actually distributes. And the nature of this means that it's really actually quite straightforward. You put an arm through each strap and you're ready to go. And of course, it's that easy to take off also by comparison to kind of getting in and out of a harness type system. Now, let's look at a couple of things here. There obviously is, as you can see at the back, there is some latitude there for adjusting to your body type. And of course, that's pretty important for something like this. As far as actually putting things together, I would say that my primary criticism here is, when you compare this to something like, as many of you know, I use a lot of Peak Design products. When it comes to like their anchors, Peak Design's anchors are really straightforward, very simple to getting on and off by comparison. By contrast here, while this is a more stylish look with a nice bit of leather here, it requires using a screwdriver to actually loosen the lug anchor there and taking it on and off. And then once it's on there, of course, it's an easy job to just use the little clip to clip on to stabilize there. Now, your options are is you could also mount a secondary anchor point on the other side of the camera. In this case, I've elected to use a bottom lug type system, which can go into your tripod mount. In this case, because I put brackets on my and grip extenders on my mirrorless cameras, I'm just selecting one of those other anchor points to screw into. I'm not a person that really enjoys having something on the right side of a camera for the simple reason that I find that it's often interfering with my gripping the camera. Left side, not such a big deal because it's not in the way. This side it is. So I like going with a bottom mount system like that. And obviously you end up with something very secure and stable. And so outside of the criticism that, if you're going on and off, this isn't as convenient, this lug mount, that's really probably my single biggest complaint about the Moon strap. And so obviously, other than that, it works really fantastic. Now, you also have the option, because all of this just kind of clips together in the back, that if you wanted to go to using just one of these straps, and so using it as a dual purpose, you could certainly do so. It doesn't function quite as well, I find, as like a sling type strap as what it does as an over the shoulder. And so, for that reason, it's not a bad system to even just keep the two straps on and let's just say in this case, just utilize carrying one camera. Obviously, the weight distribution is not quite the same. In fact, the more even the two camera systems you're carrying, the more it's going to balance. But at the same time, this stays nice and secure. It's still distributing the weight across my body. And of course, it's still very easy to access that camera. And as you can see for this particular application, once you have different things mounted, it's really simple to take things on and off, and to just kind of go back and forth in terms of that distribution system. But certainly when you have two of them on, it balances really well. Now, of course, your biggest thing you're looking at here is style factor by comparison. When you're wearing this, unlike my big harness system, it basically looks like you just have some stylish leather suspenders on as a part of it. And so if you want to look cool while you shoot, these straps from Moon might just be a great alternative for you. Now, you have a number of choices in terms of the leather type finish. I've gone for kind of a vintage brown here because I liked the look of it on their website. And so, I mean, you have some different options as to the look you can go for. But if you're looking for a stylish solution, easy way to carry a couple of cameras, and of course they do have a single strap option as well. If you just have one camera and you want a stylish camera strap that's going to be a cut above, the kind of more boring straps come from a lot of manufacturers, and you should check out Moon. I'll throw a link in the description down below that will direct you to where you can look at their website and mains where you can purchase one, and they'll ship around the world. And so take a look at that. And of course you can also find linkage there to follow me on social media, to become a subscriber, follow me on Instagram, sign up for my newsletter, and if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.